quick review on the MARCY MKM 81010 multi-gym, home multi-gym. Right, I've had a few gyms over the years, so I do know good quality gyms. I sold my last gym 2 years ago when I was moving house, so I just couldn't move it. I bought two gyms in the last year which were $399, one of them being the Ironman. Useless. Just sent them back. So if you are going to buy a gym, my honest opinion is, if you can't afford to spend £800 plus, this one's 800 quid, buy a second-hand one that was 900 quid, £1,000, and spend 200, 300, 400 quid on one of those. Don't buy brand new rubbish. I've just bought this one, stole it in price, 300 quid. It was used about 10 times in lockdown, so I've got a bargain. But I was going to pay £800 for this. It's just purely, I went online last week, just before I was going to go and order this, and there happened to be one 10 mile away. So really, I stepped in some good dog shit to get this. Right. Couple of things before I start on this. I've noticed a bloke online and a few people online have got them set up wrong. And the fellow I bought this off, he had it set up wrong as well. These arms adjust forward. So, excuse me for 1 minute. Oops. I'm not doing that side, I've done them up tight, but right, yeah. These arms should be like that, right? What somebody's done is they've put them on the wrong way round. So that means they adjust up. So people are showing you exercises doing above your head pushes. That's wrong. They didn't do that. And the fella had this done the same thing. So if I stood here and pushed it up above my head, like a couple of people are doing on YouTube, the bar comes out of the weights and it gets stuck. It's wrong. This is meant to be for a rowing pull towards you. So just make sure you put them on right so it goes forward from this position. It goes back, not forward. A few people have made that mistake and you'll be putting undue pressure on the machine because it's not meant to be used like that. Right, now I've got that out of the way. Build quality, absolutely superb. Really is. It's as good as doing my 1,500 quid gym I had a few years back. The pads on these are absolutely solid and really, really, really good. The seat pads, excellent. On the cheaper gym I bought 6 months ago, and I sent it back. I built it and sent it back. It was shit. The foam was just like rubber. I mean, just push it in. Useless. So you do get what you pay for. The movement on this machine, I've been using it a week. Superb. Absolutely superb. The movement is fluid. It's easy to switch the weight stack over. The weight stack's 90 kilo weight stack, which is brilliant, which is what I was going for. I was either going for this one or the York with 100 kilo stack weight, but I'm glad I went with this one. Everything's great on it. Really is top drawer. I can't fault it. I'm not trying to sell the gym. I'm not with a company that's promoting the gym. I'm just a normal fella that over the last 20 years has had two real high-end gyms, which would last you forever. But because I moved, I sold them 2 years ago. I had a weights bench, and it's obviously you just keep switching cables over is no good. So for the last year, I've been looking for a gym, but I didn't want to spend too much money. And like everybody, things are a bit tight. So I did buy, like I said, two cheap gyms, $399 and I think $350. They came, I built them, I sent them back. They're not fit for purpose. They're okay for a 15-year-old, 14-year-old, but for a grown man, they're no good. This at £800, if I was spent the full £800 on it, I'd be over the moon. And I'm a fussy bugger. The quality is really is that good for an £800 gym. The quality is excellent. Like I say, it's as good as my 1,500 quid gym that I had a few years back. Everything is fluid, it's moving, it really is great. The instructions are quite in-depth. Now, don't get me wrong, like I said, the gentleman built this before me, so I only had to undo the two bolts, lean everything forward, and I took the weight stacks out, took these two pads off, and I managed to get it in my van. Hence why, for the first week, or not first week, the first 2 days, I was doing overhead pushes and thinking, this can't be right. Because the weights were coming out at the back and it just didn't feel right. And then I looked at the instructions and yeah, The gentleman had them on the wrong way round. There's a gentleman on YouTube showing you his workout and his overhead things. He's got them on the wrong way round. I have told him so, whether he mentions that or not. But yeah, so that is for a nice strong pull, rowing forward exercise with your chest on it, not standing up, pushing above. Exercise shows that, and their exercise sheet shows that. So that's it. But as I was going to say, Marcy do a video on YouTube of the assembly of this, because the instructions will blow your mind. They're easy enough if you know how to use a spanner, but, you know, they can blow your mind. So to give you a help is have an iPad next to you and watch their YouTube clip, because it is absolutely brilliant. It's simple. It brings you up the parts and it shows you what bolts go in bit by bit by bit. So it really, in conjunction with the instructions, it will save you a lot of headache. It really, really will. And hats off to Marcy for putting that online, because I knew something wasn't right with these bars, with me doing the exercises, and I looked at the instructions. I went online, and yeah, the gentleman had them the wrong way round. So yeah, honestly, if you're looking for a quality, smooth, quiet gym, buy it. I am fussy. I sent 2 gyms back, just not good enough. I am really, really fussy. I expect quality and I expect them to be fit for purpose. This really is. I am over the moon with this. This will see me out. And like I say, I got this for 300 quid and it's as brand spanking new. It really is. So I got a result on that. I really did. But yeah, I hope this helps somebody out. Don't think twice of spending 800 quid on it. It's worth every single penny. Every single penny. Hope this helps.